What's going on, guys? We are back. The draft is coming to a close. The San Francisco 49ers have two more draft selections. We have 215 coming up here in a little bit. So we'll do our final reactions to the last round. And we'll see who the 49ers get. And we'll see if we like the pick. We'll see if we like the pick. Again, the 49ers, these rounds aren't any rounds to scoff at. The 49ers have had a lot of success in the late rounds with this regime. So don't discredit their ability to find some late round gems here. So we'll see who they ultimately get. Let's take a look at some of the best available prospects that we have on the board. Brandon Rice, man, still out there. Tough day for Brandon Rice, man. I feel for the kid. I know he believes he can be a number one wide receiver. And I know he's at his best friend's funeral today, so definitely a tough situation. How that whole thing is playing out, but hopefully he gets his name called. Ooh, Christian Mahogany. Dude, what is going on? Can you zoom? All right. So, Gabriel Murphy, Fabian Lovett, Miles Cole. Again, there's Brendan Rice chilling there. Braden McGregor at edge. Could be a defensive tackle in the NFL. Cedric Johnson, edge. Ooh, could they go tight end? Ooh, they might go tight end. I might have to go with one of these two guys. Jaheim Bell is definitely a wide receiver pretending to be a tight end, but that could be an interesting. And then Holker is an interesting selection. He feels like the last tight end that kind of could do both blocking, inline, receiving. But no tight ends. We got kickers going off the board. I don't think there's any way that the 49ers take 3 wide receivers. But you never know. What other positions could they use? Linebacker, Curtis Jacobs potentially. Jackson Sermon, interesting name. Cal guy. Should we go kicker again? Defensive tackle wise, I honestly don't know much of any of these guys, so I can't even give you any solid feedback on them. So the Jags took a kicker. So we're pretty close to being on the clock, it appears. We'll get our 6th round pick. And then we'll be 1 round away from locking in the San Francisco 49ers 2020-24 NFL Draft. So far, I like the draft. The 49ers are now officially on the clock. The 49ers are officially on the clock. Who's it gonna be? Who are they going to go with right here in the 6th round? Man, would they go Jerry? Jerry Jr., would they go Brendan Rice? I think my screen is delayed. So the website's delayed, but the 49ers are on the clock. Oh, let's see. I'm curious to know if I'm going to know who this prospect is that they're going to draft. Because we're kind of in that territory where there's not a lot of great prospects left. Also, wasn't the best draft for me because I got super late to it because of the Super Bowl. But we'll see. We'll see what position they go with. See what player they go with. Woo-hoo-hoo. Don't cough. Almost coughed. Stopped it. in its tracks. Stopped it in its tracks. Gosh. Unfortunately, one of my little ones is now super sick. So, poor little guy. I actually feel like I'm finally turning though, but unfortunately, it's going to come after the draft. All right, these are the best available. Gabriel. If they want to go true center, he's probably the last available guy. Who are they going to go, man? Gabe Hall, 6'6", 191. Tess well. Oh, the Rams drafted Texas wide receiver Jordan Whittington. I talked to him at the combine. I actually really liked him. He's like a running back, wide receiver type guy. Could they be going Gabe Hall? He's got a round 4 or 5 projection. Good size at defensive tackle. Looks like he moves pretty well. He moves pretty well for that size. Doesn't have a high production score. But the 49ers I would say, need defensive tackle help. They could use another D lineman or edge. I don't know. Maybe they're higher on Malik Collins and Jordan Elliott than I am. But I really felt like they could have went defensive tackle or edge earlier in the class or earlier in the draft. All right, this pick seems like it's taking forever. How wild would it be if it was Brendan Rice, though? I mean, Brendan Rice, I would say Brendan Rice has some Jawan Jennings abilities, you know? Oh, wait, what? Did the Rams have 2 picks? So the Rams went with Limmer, the guy that I thought the 49ers could have taken. Uh, where are we going? Bengals draft Mississippi defensive end Cedric Johnson. Okay. So our pick should be announced here pretty soon. Rams go center. I like Cedric Johnson. I'd mocked him to the 49ers in the late rounds. He's decent upside. All right, what are the Niners going to do? It's that time. It's that time for the 49ers to draft. Second to last pick. Wait a second. Do we just take Jarrett Kingston? Oh, the San Francisco 49ers have selected USC guard Jarrett Kingston. Okay, I can't say I'm familiar, but it won't take long for us to get familiar. So 49ers go offensive line. USC looks like he started out his career at Washington State and then transferred over to USC. All right. So 49ers go O-line. So they get a guard. Guard in the 6th round. I'll pull up some USC tape here in a second and we can watch. We'll pull up some USC tape here in a sec. Let me get some posts out. But we got the 49ers have drafted O-lineman. USC O-lineman. So we went USC, just not Brendan Rice, unfortunately, for those who wanted him. Starting to feel bad for Brendan Rice at this point. Okay, let's take a quick look at his profile. Wait, has the pick been made and I didn't get an update on it for like 5 minutes? The hell? All right. First glance, 6'4", 306 pound. Oh, this is the T-Rex of all T-Rex arms. 32 1/8 inch arms. That that might be the shortest arms of any offensive lineman in this class. Almost a 5 flat 40, 1.73 10-yard split, 7.533 cone, 4.47 short shuttle. That short shuttle. All right. So this is the guy that the 49ers just took. Jarrett Kingston. Damn, man. His arm length is in the 8th percentile. So definitely feels like a center pick right here. But let's pull up some tape. Why not? Let's take a look. I want to look. I'm curious. So I'm going to pull up some USC tape, and I want to see because I've never watched this guy, so I can't even give you. Can't even give you a quality report on him. So let's watch the actual tape together, and we'll figure it out together. All right, let me find some USC. USC. Gosh, one day I won't be coughing and it'll be glorious. Let's do USC Notre Dame. So he is number 52. I just saw the RAS score. His RAS score is crazy. I don't want Hulu. I want this. Why isn't it showing up? All right. So he's right guard for USC. Right here. Not a lot of push right there. Kind of got tossed to the side. He's definitely a center. For sure a center. Dang, those splits are crazy. Oh, that worked out well. He got beat initially, but that was a good recovery. So on this one, he gets beat. That's getting beat right there. But he's able to hang on for dear life and then push the guy out. So that's actually a good rep. Second level. There we go. That's against that dude got drafted in like the 4th round. That linebacker that you just blocked. So that's one of the key things that you're looking for in an offensive lineman to translate into Kyle's scheme is they have to be able to get to second level. Yeah, he's definitely a center. Moves pretty well, though. I'd say he moves well. See, like that's the hard part is like he's kind of high, high hat, not generating drive and get shed off the block. But I mean, listen, it's the end of the 6th round. You're not getting, you can get good offensive linemen, but it's not expected to be like you're getting a plug and play, Pro Bowler. It can happen. So, see, this is what I look at this. All right. Great job extending out the hand, allowing right tackle to take over, peeling off. Boom. Good block. Now that's a good block right there. So what I'm seeing with him right off the bat is he's really good at getting to second level. He's really good at being able to get to linebacker. So I would say he struggles so far. Quick, again, traits pool. He struggles with. Ooh, that was a good block. I'll take that. He doesn't look like a guy who's going to be able to dig out defensive tackles on his own, but he moves well in space, is what I'm gathering. So, as a center, potentially. Oh, that was a weird play. He's growing on me. He's growing on me. He's growing on me. What are these ridiculous cut blocks? He's growing on me. Ooh. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, here's the smarts. He picked up that this was a stunt. He picked up the stunt right there. See how his head immediately turned to the defensive end, slanting inside. He even leaves 12 before 12 even sheds. So he felt that stunt coming. All right, this pick's growing on me. This pick's growing on me a little bit. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. Solid. I was for a 6th-round offensive lineman. I'm not gonna sit. I would say the weakness that I see is one-on-one in run blocking, but you get this guy moving right to left, he's definitely good at that, and he's really good at getting a linebacker. All right, so hey, I mean, he pulled right here. Had to get that guy out. So I would say not bad. Oh! Oh! Hold on. Hold on. Oh, we're clipping this. Watch this. Oh! You see that? Am I the only one who's seeing this? Oh, look at baby T-Rex right there. Look at baby T-Rex. Oh, you better get out of T-Rex's way. He's gonna cook you. Ooh, look at that pancake. Bang. Okay. Okay. Jeez. See, this is again, I would consider myself a small, undersized, fast offensive lineman when I played. One of the benefits of being a small, fast offensive lineman when you play uh, is that you get moving. And when you hit someone at the right time, you can cater them, especially when you're pulling. Goosh! Oh, yeah. Let's go. Clip it. It got clipped. It's kind of a bad clip, though. Hold on. Gonna go like that, and then go like this, and then go like that. Oh, that's not the right play. Come on. All right, baby T-Rex, let's go, dog. Shout out baby T-Rex, man. He's got the shortest arms in the game, but he's rocking fools. Let's go. Douche. All right, he's growing on me for sure. He's growing on me. He's growing on me. Okay, okay, okay. 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 All right. He's grown on he's officially grown on me. Baby T-Rex is growing on me. All right, T-Rex, we see you. We see you, my boy. Oh, is that another one? Did we get another pancake? Oh, picked up the blitz, cooked him. He's definitely going to be a center. He's definitely going to be a center for sure. All right, T-Rex, let's go. I think we have a nickname for him too. I like I like the T-Rex name. Oh, that wasn't as good. Okay, I like it. For a late 6th round draft pick, I could be okay with this. Brought to you by Mucinex. Uh, okay, okay, okay. So, first impression seems smart. Understands what he's supposed to do. Gets to second level well. Quality puller. Seems to hold up well in pass protection. I would say his biggest weakness is one-on-one run blocking when he's got to dig someone out. But all things considered, so late sixth round offensive lineman. All right, we got one pick left. One pick left to go, and then we are done. All right, I like the pick. I had no idea who he was before he was picked, but I see the vision. I see the vision. I see it. I would say he's guaranteed. Lock him in at center. I don't see him playing guard. He definitely looks like a center. Brandon Rice gets drafted. Let's go. Brandon Rice gets drafted. Oh, did I miss these? Is it me or did we get all allergic freaks? RAS scores are crazy, except line. They're all massive and ready to play. Yeah, all the RAS scores are pretty high. They're one of the traits that both the offensive linemen have is they're in the top ranks in regards to short shuttle and three cone, which I've said forever are the top metrics that you need to pay attention to when scouting offensive linemen because those are the ones that translate the most. But shout out to Brandon Rice getting drafted by the Chargers. Good for him, man. Glad to see that he's able to, end the slide. I know this is a tough day for him too. So shout out to him. All right. Are people really upset that we didn't draft Rice? I don't think anyone should be upset that we didn't draft Brandon Rice. If you look at the two wide receivers that the 49ers have drafted, they're not even close to being the same type of wide receiver that Brandon Rice is. Not even close. But he said it to the Chargers. All right. All right. So we get an offensive lineman, aka Baby T Rex. Welcome to the squad, Kingston. Kingston. All right. And now we got one more pick remaining, and then we close this thing out. And then it's a run on undrafted free agents. I love the undrafted free agents because the 49ers are typically really good at identifying undrafted free agents. So they did. I remember last year they talked about how difficult it was to convince undrafted free agents to come through. But I think with like the looming changes that are going to be happening about the next year or two, I think there might be an opportunity to convince a couple more undrafted free agents to come through. So we'll see. Farm K. Oh, Frank. Frank Gore, please. Just because I mean, what seventh is making our team anyway? I don't think they should draft. I don't think they should draft Frank Gore Jr. I think they should sign him as an undrafted free agent. I think that would be the move. I think if you brought Frank Gore Jr. in as an undrafted free agent, let him earn it, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. I think he runs well. He's just again, he's really small, shockingly small. That was like my evaluation of him from the scouting combine. I was like, dude, I had no idea he was so small. I think he's a good runner. I think he has good contact balance. I think he has good vision. He runs very similar to his dad. He's small. Doesn't mean he can't have success in the NFL, but I think if you could bring him in as a UDFA, I'd be down for that. All right, let's take a look at who's available. So, I mean, I think when you look at the 49ers offensive line room now, though, you've got obviously your starters Trent Williams, Aaron Banks, Jake Brendel, Feliciano McKivitz, Jalen Moore, Ben Barch, Nick Sakel, Spencer Burford. Then you add Pooney and Kingston. They signed Brandon Parker. They still have Corey Luciano, Sebastian Gutierrez, and Isaac Al Alcon Alcion. Not really sure, but there's definitely going to be some O line competition in training camp, which I'm excited for. I am very excited about that part. I'm excited to see how that comp plays out in training camp. All right, let's take a look at who's available. Take a look at who's available. We'll wrap this thing up, and then we'll do UDFAs at the end. Gabriel Murphy's still out there. Holker's still out there. Curtis Jacobs, linebacker. So we didn't get any linebackers or tight ends or defensive tackles. I definitely thought we could be getting all three of those positions: DT, tight end, and LB, and we didn't get any of them. Garrett Greenfield. So it'll be interesting to see. What position do you think they go here? I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that those positions weren't really addressed. Don't say kicker. Don't you dare say kicker. Tight end, edge, D line. Yeah, I'm shocked that we didn't go D line. I'm pretty shocked that we didn't go D line there at all in this draft. But I also think that has to do with how the board fell. I think wide receiver in the first round like really threw off like anything that we were perceiving to happen because it changed everything. It changed I don't know. Wide receiver at one, I don't think was something we were anticipating. Obviously, we weren't anticipating. Okay. So what are we gonna do? let's see where we're at in this. Who's up? All right, we're not that far out. Okay, okay, okay. Do it for the Bay. Okay, okay. Do it for the Bay. Chat legend Don Burr. Detroit had pretty good draft, I will say. Oh, we're so close. We are so close. All right. Let's get the show on the road. Who would I pick? Good question. Let's take a look at who's here. I would take Malik Neighbors. Let's see. I'd probably go tight end. I'd probably go Holker. Ooh, Joshua Cephas. Cephas. Mm, yeah, I would take a shot on a tight end. I would mess around with the tight end, but I don't know what the 49ers are gonna do. They could go Jaheim Bell potentially. I doubt it though, but you never know. I can't remember if they met with him or not. I think they might have, which was kind of surprising. Oh, Jaheim Bell just went to New England. Never mind. Never mind. But so far, the 49ers have accumulated a pretty solid draft. I'm not gonna lie, little sketchy start to the draft, but once we got things cooking a little bit, and I think once we slept on the pick and started to like think about it a little bit more, I think we're okay, and really started to kind of come around to the Ricky Persol pick. And then I love the Renardo Green pick. Mel Kiper called that a reach. I didn't think that was a reach. Um, then you get Dominic Pooney. I think that was an awesome pick. Where they selected, they traded up to get him, and then they get Malik Mustafa, who is a quality safety prospect. And then they traded up to get Isaac Guerendo, who screams Kyle Shanahan. And then they take Jacob Cowing out of Arizona. And then they just drafted Jarrett Kingston. So I think the 49ers, considering they've been drafting at the very end of every round and have been picking up everyone's leftovers. I think they've done a pretty decent job. So I think the 49ers doing all right. I think they're cooking. I'm excited to see what the undrafted free agent class looks like, though. I wonder if they can get anyone out of there. You guys want Zach Crumb? The Crumb? I just feel like you don't have there's not enough. He would be guaranteed practice squad guy though, which isn't a bad thing, I guess. All right. What is your guys' favorite draft pick so far? I'm gonna ask you questions in the chat. What is your favorite draft pick so far? Who's the guy that you think is the best pick so far? Hey, one game of Slick Rick, and everyone's going to stop crying about him being picked at 31. I guarantee it. That's why I keep trying to say, like, it was a shock in real time. It definitely felt like a reach. But when you look at his play style, and if he starts making an impact early, no one's going to care. A lot of people like the Slick Rick pick. Pooney. See some people liking the Malik pick. People like the Renardo pick. Garendo. Yeah, I think Cowan gonna be Hall of Fame. Love it. I think we did pretty solid. Again, considering that we were drafting where we were drafting, I thought we did all right. Mufasa. Mufasa. Who's my favorite pick? I really like the Renardo Green pick. Uh, I would say the Renardo Green and the Jacob Cowing pick are my favorites. The the Cow Tipper and uh, Leroy Nardo Gravinci. I like the Renardo and the Cowing. Renardo Cowing. I think I think I think Ricky gonna. I think Ricky is gonna make an impact as a rookie for sure. I don't know. I think with the Puni pick, it feels like the 49ers are kind of like feels like they're kind of getting ready to move off Spencer Burford potentially because they really tried to make that work for the last couple years, and feels like they're not going to wait anymore. I think when we look back at I think when we look back at the draft, I think one of the things that I'm going to be looking for is like what does Jerry Newton's career look like uh, compared to Ricky's? What is what is Cooper DeJean's career looks like compared to Ricky? What is Kool-Aid's? I think those are the guys that I'm going to look at to like compare and contrast to see like who was the better pick. Um, but oh, Persol Ricky's vibey, man. He's got swag. Ricky, I know why Kyle likes Ricky. I know why Kyle likes Ricky. Uh, Ricky got some sauce to him. He got some seasoning. He's one of the white boys that got some seasoning to him. So he's he got some swag. He got some swag. He got the aesthetic. He got hops. He's got phenomenal explosive ability. Um, and he seems like a guy that everyone like. He looks like a guy that even like I could see Debo being kind of upset about him. Like I could see Debo legitimately being upset about him, but I could see even Debo being like, uh, I could see Debo being like, all right, I mess. But I know Debo knew him before, so I think that will help a little bit. Brandon said he's invited to the barbecue. He's invited to the carne asada. He's invited to the cookout. Yeah, Ricky's invited to all the summer functions. He's invited to the pickleball. He's invited to the carne asada. He's invited to the cookouts. Doesn't matter. He's a man of the people. Paprika Persol. Oh, I saw yeah, the Yak Harlow. I think it was 49ers Gab. I saw first on Twitter. Called him Yak Harlow. I was dying. I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's the name right there." Yak Harlow. You kidding me? Dude, so good. Paprika Persol though is pretty good. I like it. I like it. Slick Rick. No, he's gonna be good. I think again. Again, I made the same argument in real time. People are tripping off perceived value. Again, that's what it is. Like, with like this will be my comparison to Cameron Latu. Like Cameron Latu had, in my opinion, a perceived value of being no higher than like a fifth or sixth round draft pick, on top of not being a very good player. So I already didn't think he was good. And then the 49ers took him like a round or two too early. So that pick, I just didn't like outright. Uh, I didn't like the value in which they took him, and I didn't like the player. So it was a double negative. With Persol, he's actually a good player, but he didn't meet everyone's perceived value. So when he was taken at 31, on top of all the wide receiver drama, it was a shock to see him go where he went ahead of some of the other players. But he's not a bad player. That's the difference. Like, he's a good player. That's what I was trying to explain to people. It's like, yeah, did it feel like a reach a little bit? And did it feel like there were some other good players on the board when they took him at 31? Yeah, of course. But at least we got a good player. Like, he's still a good player. He's still a really good player, and he looks like he's going to fit in perfectly. At least he's not a reach plus a bad player. Like, where when we took Cameron Latu, I was so just like, that's the tight end that we took. Like, out of all these tight ends, that's the tight end we took. And it's not that Cameron Latu can't be a decent tight end. It was just he came across so so just kind of a guy. Wasn't particularly fast, no yak ability. I don't know. But I think that's the difference between like the perceived reach of Latu versus like Persal's going to be good. Like, he's going to fit what we do. I could already see Kyle cooking it up for Ricky. Like, can't Latu didn't even get a shot as a rookie, and he might never get a shot. I don't know. He might have to get a shot this year because they didn't draft a tight end yet, and and but they also there's I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do at tight end too. I 100% agree with this. Like, I talk about this all the time. Like, I tend to like Graham Barton was my number one center in this class because like I value smaller offensive linemen. I value faster, quicker, more explosive offensive linemen because that reminds me of me. It reminds me of who I was as a player. It's why I like Brunskill, because I saw him as an undersized guy, but he could hold his own because he was technically advanced and he was fast. I think Kyle looks at Ricky and he's like, "Oh, that boy's got the seasoning." Kyle slapping the Carter 3. Um, but I could see Kyle seeing a little bit of that. That's what he said too. That's what he said. He's like, he's just like me, but better, faster, stronger, more explosive. Everything else he does is better than me. He said extra light skin. He's Caucasian. What other comparison do you need? Cooper Cup plus seasoning, Slicky Ricky. Woo! Oh, I love it. So good. So good. All right. Are we almost up yet? I don't know. Thielen is such a technician. Ricky's an explosive athlete. Ricky's really explosive athlete. To me, Thielen was more of a technical guy. He was fast and he moved well, but I would say Thielen won more with technical ability, whereas Ricky looks like an explosive athlete, like he really does. Not that he doesn't look like he is an explosive athlete. All right. We're almost to the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost to the finish line. Smash that like button for me. Are we talking about Trey Lance in the chat? Talking about Trey Lance still? I'm not going to lie. I'm so glad that era is over. That was one of the worst eras of 49ers football, man. And not necessarily because of Trey, just all the circumstances around Trey and how it was went all of it, how it went down, how it was handled, uh, how it was discussed, the insane training camp crap. The Oh my god, dude, that was one of the wildest periods ever. Glad it's over with. Oh, Michael Pratt. Michael Pratt to the Green Bay Packers is interesting. The 49ers catfished us with that Justin Fields pro day. That Justin Fields pro day was magical, though. Not gonna lie. I thought after that it was a wrap. All right, we're close. I can see our logo. I can see our logo. Oh, Jordan totally spoiled the pick. I remember that. He like fist pumped. I was like, "Come on, man. We weren't looking." I knew exactly who he was hyped about. All right. We got, what is it? Texans, Chiefs, Texans, Ravens. I'm curious. I'm curious if the 49ers would have went Rosengarten at 64 if the Ravens didn't take him. I think they might have. I would go here.
When you're done, I need help like signing into something. Are you gonna be done soon?
All right, let's take a look at who's available. I would say Curtis Jacobs, Dalen Hawker. They want to go edge. Gabriel Murphy. I don't know if they'd go O-line again. Jackson Sermon. Nelson Caesar. Julian Pearl. Frank Crum. I like Joshua Cephas. I want Joshua Cephas as unrestricted free agent. Bring me Cephas as a UDFA. Not a lot of names. Not a lot of names left. There's Frank. But I still think he should go UDFA, Frank Gore Jr. Bring him in for the vibes. That must be hard for like senior though, because he works for the 49ers. Oh, we're close. We are close. All right. Who's it gonna be? Smash that like button. All right. Dude, I've been drinking so much water, except I don't have any water on me, which has been a challenge. All right. It's time. 49ers final draft pick is almost here. And then we are done, and we will have survived the 2024 NFL draft. So very close. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah, 49ers draft me. All right, we're on the clock. We are on the clock. Who are they going to take? Are we going to get a tight end? D end? All right. I would say D tackle, tight end, linebacker are the positions to target. Oh, all right. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. All right. Any second now. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Thank you so much of not making fun of my immune system. Like these other degenerates in the chat. How dare you? How dare you roast my perfectly good immune system? No, I need water though. For show, for show. Oh, I'll tip you, pal. I'll tip you real good. He said, he said, crummy. Get me some water. All right. The Ravens have selected DB Santa Sui Kane. All right, our pick is in. Tip the pick. All right, who are we picking here? Who are we picking here? We picking Kenny Pickens. Someone tip it. Someone tip it. Someone tip it. Oh, Tatum Bethune. Who? Someone in the chat called that. I forget who. Someone in the chat called that. But we got a linebacker. Florida State. Another Florida State kid. Okay. Okay. We went back to Florida. Oh, we got a bunch of Florida boys. Justin says, Bethune Brad, bring up the hit he had in airborne Jadam Daniels. Okay. All right. I think that was a position that we were expecting the 49ers to take with the Dre Greenlaw situation. That's a second Florida State kid that we're adding to the squad. All right. Renardo Green's teammate coming to the Bay. And that is it for your draft for the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers have selected FSULB. All right. And apparently he sent oh, I'm watching it right now. Oh gosh. He did hit him. All right. The draft is completed. We did it. We survived the 2024 NFL draft, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. We made it. We did it. We survived. Some people hate it. Some people love it. Some people are indifferent, kind of in between. I don't have an all 22 hit of it, so I can't bring it up, unfortunately. But yes, I did see it. So that concludes the 49ers draft class. We made it. All right. Now you have to immediately grade the 49ers draft right now. Immediately grade it. Immediately grade the 49ers draft picks. Ricky Pearsall, Renardo Green, Dominic Pooney, Malik Mustafa, Isaac Garendo, Jarrett Kingston, and Tatum Bethune. Grade it. C, A's, B's, and C's. A's, B's, and C's. A's, B's, and C's. A's, B's, and C's. I would give it a B plus. I've been on my AirPods this whole time. Have I been talking on my AirPods this whole time, man? That's a shame. I would give it a B plus. Shout out to my producers in the chat. Thank you so much for letting me know. I give it a B plus. I think it was solid. I think, the Ricky Pearsall one, I think it could go to an A if like Ricky outperforms Kool-Aid, Cooper, and Jerry Newton. If he outperforms those guys, I think it could go to an A. I like the Renardo Green pick, so I like that a lot. Dominique Pooney, I thought that was a good pick based on the value to go and get it. I like the Malik Mustafa pick. I think he's a good safety. I think they got a really good safety there. Isaac Garendo, I think, is a total typical San Francisco 49er. Jacob Cowing, I like the Jacob Cowing pick because we are part of the Jacob Cowing Hive. So that pick works for me. Jarrett Kingston is potentially practice squad, or he's most likely a practice squad guy. Tatum Bethune, most likely practice squad guy. So out of all this, I would say Ricky, contributor in 2024 as a rookie. Renardo Green, a contributor in 2024 as a rookie. Pooney is TBD as a contributor. I could see Malik Mustafa contributing on special teams and maybe getting some playing time. Isaac Garendo, I could see Kyle using, surprisingly enough. Jacob Cowing, I think it'll be interesting to see how Kyle implements him into the offense. But I think we got a couple contributors here for the 49ers. So I think that's a good thing. I think that's what we are looking for. I don't think any of us were necessarily anticipating some of it, but hey, not bad, I would say. Looks like John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are gonna speak, wrapping up the draft here pretty soon. And I'm gonna give an A plus to the chat the last 3 days. Well, thank you, John. He says, thank you, Brad. We pushed through it. Get well, B plus. Shout out to the chat for sticking around the last 3 days. Vibing, good, bad, and different. We got catfished on the first pick. We went through highs, we went through lows together. I think we grew closer together as a community. I think we laughed, we cried, all of it. I think the mod squad doing their thing per usual. The sourdough squad remains undefeated. So I like this. We're definitely all gold helmet guys in the chat for sure. For sure. But I'm excited too to see what UDFAs start pumping out. Mr. Irrelevant is almost on the clock. And let's go. We did it. We survived the draft. And you know what's next? We got rookie OTAs. We got mini camp. And then we get a nice little break. And then it's training camp, which is arguably one of my favorite times of the year. So looking forward to all of that. So appreciate everyone for tapping in. Smash that like button. Win chat, win SDS. Hey, 49ers, we back, baby. I think, considering everything that we got, we're gonna be bringing some heat. Oh, we already got undrafted free agents being announced. We got the 49ers signed Wisconsin quarterback. All right, so it's free agency period. I'm going to do a video. I'll recap all the undrafted free agents that get signed. So stay tuned for that video. But I'll be posting a lot more content to the channel throughout the day. Appreciate all you guys. I'm out of here. We out. Peace. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it.